What's poppin', y'all? It's Banda, back at it again with a new video. Today we're playing Roblox Arsenal because Minecraft still sadly will not work. I have a feeling it has something to do with the recording software I'm using in my capture card, so I will have to figure that out. So today I would like to start the video off with a huge thank you to you guys. Last night's video I was super scared to upload because I didn't know if anyone would like it or watch it, and you guys really made me feel good about it with all the support I got from it, so thank you. So today's video is going to be all about my church camp trip, right? So once a year, my church goes up to a camp in the South Carolina mountains, so the dead middle of nowhere. And, we rented a charter bus so we could look all cool, right? Charter bus comes Monday. Charter bus drops us off Monday. It was coming to get us Friday, but that importance will come later on in the story. So I'm not the best at making friends, right? I've never been. I can only really talk to people online, not physically. So I had no plans on getting a bunch of friends while I'm here. So I show up and we go down to this little gazebo, right? It had a basketball courts where all the kids would hang out, and I sit down in this chair. And there's these girls, right? They just sat down next to me and started talking to me, right? They talked about makeup, whatever girls typically talk about. I don't know. I didn't actually pay attention, but you know, it happened, right? They talked. I said, well, that's probably the last I'll ever talk to them. More so, I thought. I don't know how, but later on, when I'm going down to dinner that night, these girls somehow figured out my name. So, out of nowhere, about 50 of her friends who are all here all just screamed my name, and I had no idea how, right? They just did, and it freaked the crap out of me. So I don't know how, they just did. Still don't know how to this day. So they're all screaming my name, which scared the crap out of me, right? So that ended, and I thought, well, thank God that's over. Hopefully that won't happen again. It managed to happen about 3 more times that night. So let's go skip ahead to the next day. The next day, the swim test was going on. Fun fact, I love swimming, right? I love it. It's the best thing to me. So I do it a lot. And, I'm first in line because I thought these kids are all about to jump in line for the swim test going on today. It's inevitable. So I'm first in line, and I go to dive in the water just to begin this test, right? And the second I go to dive in, I hear my name getting chanted from like 3 different directions, and it's the girls, again, with their friends, saying, "Go, you can do it!" And I'm like, oh, great. This caused me to go into a nervous shock almost. So I'm starting to overhear shaking to death because I'm like, oh my gosh, they're yeah, basically, right? I almost failed because of that. So I get out of the water, and they then proceed to follow me around the lake for the rest of the time I'm there. Scariest stuff ever. Fast forward a little bit to that night. I go to swim. I came back from swimming and all that, and I'm going up to the cabin. We have to be back at the cabins around 10:40, and I'm running back at like 10:30. I'm like, oh great, gotta run. I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna literally, yeah, it's gonna be the end of the world. So I'm booking it through the woods, right? Like I said, we're in the woods. It's pitch black dark. There isn't a single street lamp. I'm just running, right? I'm like, I gotta make it back. So I'm running through, and all of a sudden I hear my name getting called, and it scares the crap out of me. Because imagine you're sitting in the dark woods, right, and you just hear your name getting called from nowhere. It scared me. So I like basically fall over because it scared me, right? And it's those girls again. It's the girls and their friends, and they're all here, and they're trying to talk to me. I'm like, hey, yeah, yo, thanks for the scare, haha, so funny. I have to get back to my cabin. You guys know the rules. Except they wouldn't stop. They continued to talk to me the entire time. And I'm like, hey, yeah, I gotta go. So finally, I'm done. I ran. I booked it. I got away. That was the last time I ever had to talk to those girls, right? Thank God. So now move on to the next day. I'm a very observant guy, right? I love knowing things that are happening. I love figuring it out. Yeah, it's just something I like. I like being in the know for things. So we wake up and we go to breakfast, and it's about 8 in the morning, right? And I'm listening in on some conversations like I would, and I hear one of the staff members there go, "Hey, we have to get all the pastors together. Trust me, yeah, it's super important. Please." I'm like, "Oh great, what happened? Did someone break their neck on the giant swing? Did someone drown in the lake or something?" So that happened, and I didn't think much of it. I went to breakfast, I ate, I did what I normally would do. So we leave, and out of nowhere, my youth pastor goes, "Hey, hey, 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 big news! Yeah, you gotta like hurry up. We gotta go. We gotta go over here. Don't tell anyone. Just go." I'm like, "Oh great, what happened?" I'm like, did we do something wrong? Did we step on something that we weren't supposed to? Are we about to get shut down? Yeah. So basically, we go over there, and I'm like, great. So he looks at us and goes, so about 3 weeks ago, right? 3 weeks. Take that in mind. Some kid happened to get COVID. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, great. So they're having to close camp for this reason, right? And first off, I say, doesn't COVID die out in like 2 to 3 weeks? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, and none of us came in contact with this kid, and they've cleaned every surface. Like, yeah. I'm like, so shouldn't they just keep us here? They're like, no, that's not how it works. I'm like, great. Do I get a refund? They're like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? I paid money. Do I get a refund for not being able to stay? They're like, probably. I don't know. No ideas yet. I'm like, oh, great. I still don't know if I'm getting my refund. So fast forward a bit, we're leaving, right? I'm like, great. And remember what I said? The the bus left and wasn't coming back until Monday, or I meant Friday, right? And it's over here Tuesday. So basically, we were stranded, and we were supposed to be leaving within the hour. And nobody's there to let us leave. So we're stuck having to wait about 5 hours for this bus driver to leave from South Georgia and drive all the way up to us. Super long time. So you don't understand how long 5 hours is until you're stuck in a camp doing nothing. They wouldn't let us do anything except sit in our cabins. You can only imagine how long that was for us. So finally, the bus arrives, and we're over here all bored as heck. And we finally get on the bus, and we leave, right? Basically, that was it. Yeah, we're the last people to leave the camp. And, we go to this Mexican restaurant every year, right? It's the same Mexican restaurant every year. And we get up there, and I go in. I'm like, hey, I'll go get us a table. Don't worry. It's like 30 of us. And I'm expecting, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, 30 people, that's so much, They're going to have a little bit of an issue. No, no, no. I walk into this Mexican restaurant, and they go, 30 people? Okay. I'm like, do you need us to wait a few minutes? Like, nah, we'll just put you in, like, a random spot. So we got in like 10 seconds. I was very impressed with this. So yeah, other than that, I get home around 9:30, and I'm home alone because my mom had something wrong with her leg and she had to go to the hospital because of it. Big boy scary hours at 9:30 at night, 10 o'clock. I'm stuck in my house in the dark. So that happened. And so I'm stuck in the dark now, waiting. And all of a sudden, my cat has this tendency to where she loves to bang into stuff and, open doors when they're cracked. So she runs and hits the door and it slams the door open. And I thought someone just busted into my house, and you don't know how scared I got because of that. So, yeah, that basically happened. Finally, my parents got home, and that was about the end of it. Yeah, that was my camp trip. Thank you so much for watching yet again. I'm gonna try to do more of these. Please leave a comment and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe. Thank you so much, and stay frosty.